at the garage right now, getting things worked on. Hopefully you can hear us. With that, I'll do this. Welcome to our channel.
Hello,
I'm Josiah or Joe.
and I'm Evelyn or Eve.
So let me see. Hon, I'm gonna go to the thing. So we're just gonna have culture chat real quick about a car getting worked on. I'm just gonna see if this is working.
Yeah. Maybe you should have moved back there. Should have moved back there.
Oh, you?
Mm-hmm.
If you want. She's gonna come back here. They're working on the car right now. Okay, nice. So I'm checking. We might get out the car too.
You think?
Okay. Yep, sounds good. All right. Nice. So, we're in Tanzania right now, getting the car worked on. So that's a cultural thing I still got to get used to when things take longer than I'm used to. I think, can I flip this? So they're playing football out there right now. So yeah. So let me switch over. We're not gonna make this too long unless it becomes long. I'll be in the chat. So, yep, I'm American. Been living in East Africa for almost 3 years. Evelyn, what's your story?
Well, I'm born and raised here. So I'm Tanzanian. I'm a local here. So I'm getting him used to some of the things that he feels they're weird and they're different from where he's from. So yeah, just trying to keep him calm while we fix the cars because we've been here for like over an hour.
Yeah, over an hour.
Yeah.
So taking calls. Hope y'all can see. I think y'all can see me all right. So yeah, if you like this, hit the like button down there. It's free. So this is the Eve and Joe experience, or just Eve Joe. So yeah, we also have a TikTok called eve.joe.biz.travel. At the time, we're probably gonna change that. Comment TikTok if you wanna see it. So yeah, let us know in the chat. I think the live chat is here somewhere. Let me find it. As always, hey, it's Awaken with Mark.
Hello, guys.
So yeah, we still waiting. Oh, Miss Tracy follows. What's up? I didn't know that. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. Hello. So that's my family channel, Awaken with Mark, right there, showing some love. And a friend of ours, Miss Tracy, back in the States. Or last I checked, she might have left already. So yeah, we're just biding our time while we're getting our AC worked on. So it's nice to see people commenting up in here. So we're just trying to get better as a dynamic duo of going live, telling stories, and just getting into stuff. So Hun, why do you think, I have some ideas, as a continental African, why do you think patience is a virtue if you're an American coming to an East African country?
Well, even for us, we still need to be patient for us local here. So right now we're in an island, Zanzibar. So I'm so sure all of you know the island. And things here tend to move slow, as much as it's the entire country. I would say East Africa, exceptional. Some countries they're a bit slower,
Yeah.
but just not like Tanzania is slow or Zanzibar is slow. So yeah, you gotta have a lot of patience when you are here because things tend to move slow. People take their sweet time. They're not in a hurry to go anywhere to finish anything. So for someone who's used to like a fast system where everything just moves smoothly and like fast, you have to develop a skill. I think it should be a skill.
I think that's the
Patience
perfect
is
word.
skill you need to develop to be able to live here, because definitely, yeah, things take extra slow.
What are the phrases for things when they move slow?
Pole pole, haina haraka. Pole pole, slowly, slowly.
Yeah.
And then haina haraka, nothing needs to be in a hurry.
There's also kidogo kidogo.
Yeah.
I think it has what's the more specific one? You don't really use that for slow slow. Pole pole is better.
Yeah, pole pole is better. Pole, because pole has different meanings as in Swahili. So it's a word
Yeah.
that is used differently depending on the context of when it's used. But yeah, slow, pole pole is a word here. Everything moves pole pole. People move pole pole. Things move pole pole. You can imagine how services move as well. Pole pole. Everything is extra slow. So yeah, you gotta have a lot of patience. And I know over the 2 years, 3 years almost, two
Yeah,
years.
it's 3 years this month living abroad actually.
So he can actually even himself say how much patience he needed to exercise together with the family. To be
Yes.
able to, I think it's still something you're dealing with, because right now,
Yes.
even with the
Yes.
car,
It's not so bad today. I
yeah.
won't. I'll be honest. But yeah, even with the car, because this is hot. Though it's been a breezy day, but the brothers in Swahili, it's kaka. The brothers are working, and we're just trying to communicate, work together. This was a referral from a friend of Evelyn's.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get things taken care of. Um, Island life is slow life. If you're from America like I am, you're used to a different standard of infrastructure and business and things like that when it comes to getting your car worked on or some type of service or something. I'll show you around. So here's some other cars, and there's some businesses out there.
It's a
Okay.
market. By day, it's a market. That's why you see little banana leaves. And as you can see, some stalls are still open and people sell veggies and stuff.
we can
We can
step
actually
out.
go out, yeah.
We'll just be next to the car because the kaka or brother will need to talk to us from time to time. Might even have to turn the car on. So
Yeah, this is much better.
it's breezy, but yeah, all the young brothers, I hope you can hear us. All the young brothers are playing football. In America, it's soccer, but here it's football. So, here we go. We're trying not to look too much like tourists while I am. But yeah, things go a lot slower over here. It's just a different level of pace of living. Let us know also if you can hear us okay. Can you put a 1 in the chat? Thank you to the 8 people watching. Thanks for the likes. If you can hear us okay, put a 1 in the chat. Again, we're just biding our time because the car's just getting worked on. We got to get dinner later, and we wanted to run to the beach. I don't think that's going to happen today, but that's all right.
We might be able to still have a few minutes.
We might.
Because it's by the road, so we can just stop for a few minutes and just enjoy the beach and then drive back home.
Okay. Thank you. Waking with Mark said 1. And so, all right, thank you. All right, so you can hear us all right. And so, what were we saying about patience? Yeah, it can be tough to have it simply because, and it's okay, you're more used to, if you're from a Western country, you're just used to a certain standard of living that's just more automated in a certain way. There are different levels of automation here that are unique to Tanzania, Zanzibar. That's all. So sometimes you'll feel like it's wrong. It's not. It's just what it is. What else you want to say about
Well,
that?
I would say patience is something that it's not only foreigners that needs to experience, to practice it. Even for me, it gets on my nerves sometimes how people just drop something and do something else, but I guess it is what it is. And everybody just needs to, accept that this is what people are used around here. Because I can tell you, in the mainland, things are a bit different. Because people want money. But here, even if you're paying money or anything, people still will take their time. So I'm getting used because I came here. This is my second time coming here. So I'm glad that today Josiah could join me. But I've
Yeah.
been here with my friend who recommended me to bring the car here. And this is just one of the garages I've been to. Yeah, so I've had to exercise a lot of patience.
Even as a local.
Yeah. Really. Just people having fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have to exercise, and I would say a lot of other people find it difficult, but I think it's something, as I said earlier, it's a skill that you need to have to be able to not get mad or get irritated every time things don't go your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people here tend to like, yeah, if you want your service, I'll take my time, I'll sort you out. So it's almost like they don't want you to like force them to do it faster. It's like they'll take their time. At the end of the day, they'll fix whatever you want it fixed.
Oh yeah. Money, I see the comment from AWM, money is not their motivator.
Nope.
No. My experience has been like it is when it is. Otherwise they set their own schedule. They set whatever their motivation is. So that's why being in a communal society like this is so important, to know what it is each person wants, especially in a business situation. That's what business is about, meeting needs from time to time. Or is that what I meant? Yeah, from time to time? Oh yeah, moment by moment. That's what I meant. 'Cause every situation is different. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever that car is. Okay. What else did you have to like? What was the other culture shock that you had personally since being here? What else shocked you?
See, let me see. Now that I'm on camera, I'm trying to remember we were talking about it. One was maybe time. Again, that's like how do I put it? It's like things move. Well, yeah, things move slow. We already said that. And it's like, sorry, Evelyn might have to check the thing from time to time. So I'll come back. But it's like I'll step away. Hopefully you can still hear me. One thing was that shocked me was, sorry y'all. One thing was communication is very different amongst the locals. Interpersonal communication, especially business wise. Sometimes it feels like you're not getting all the information that you need when there's just a shorthand that maybe you're missing. Evelyn can speak to it in a minute. She just got to talk to the brother, the mechanic over there. But I think there's a shorthand that you're missing when you come here. So sometimes it feels like they're keeping information from you. They don't volunteer information because there's just some type of repartee that they kind of have. Or, oh, here she comes. She can explain it even more. Evan, why were you saying it feels like sometimes people are keeping, there we go. Sometimes it feels like people are keeping information from you here, but you were saying that's not it. People expect you to know. Why do people expect that? And why is it's non-threatening, right? Isn't it non-threatening?
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure it could feel threatening to someone who is used to having a flow of information, like someone giving you, if it's a service or if it's someone working on something. I'm so sure you guys are used to having like updates, regular updates. But for us, why that is not a problem, because we don't like being the bearers of bad news.
Say it again.
We do not like to be the bearers of bad news.
Okay.
Like, say, maybe I'm working on something for you. If I don't have any positive updates, it's very hard for someone to just come and like, I couldn't do whatever you asked me to do, or I don't have really good news in regards to what you wanted me to give you. So we tend to assume that if I don't communicate, that means I don't have any news or update to communicate to you. So if I keep quiet, that means there's nothing to communicate. And it's not that there is nothing. It could be there is something, but it's not good enough to communicate back to you.
Gosh, the client.
Yeah, the client or the person. So until I have some good news, then that's when I can like, oh, so whatever you told me to work on, this is how far we are. That means it's good news.
Okay.
A good example would be someone wants me to work on what's a good example?
Like what you're saying when I got my visa, student visa, and I was expecting more updates from the lawyer. Then I was expecting more than what I was getting at first, because at the time you were saying there's no good news to give yet, and I guess the good news is the priority. And so I was like, well, time's ticking. Like, you understand that, right, brother?
Mm-hmm.
So that's an example. It was like it's a pressing. It's not always a pressing need, but it kind of feels like that when you're getting the information at a slower pace, because you don't know, you're waiting on good news, not any news.
Yeah, so with that, maybe the lawyer didn't find anything that is favoring your visa. So while he or she's making a follow-up on, and every time maybe they face a different news, maybe whatever you're working on, we can get it, or wait, because that's the other thing here. You have to wait a lot. You go to like offices several times and they tell you, wait, come back next time, wait, come back next time. So that's the reason someone can just come back to you every time and tell you, oh, I couldn't do it today because they told me to wait. And then you come back the other day again, I couldn't tell you because they told me to wait. So sometimes we choose to keep this information to ourselves, because then you understand the culture, you understand how things move. So you tend to be like, whenever I have a concrete or positive something to tell someone, sometimes not all positive, but until I have concrete news or information to give someone, that's when I can give. And that's why maybe most of the time you don't have regular
Updates.
You have once in a while updates.
So here, in my experience, they live by no news is good news. I think I said that right. I think, yeah. The news you get will be good. So Tracy said, okay, that gives a different understanding on communication. Yeah, because again, in America, you got to hear everything. We are Yelp review culture. I don't know, did we tell you about Yelp? It's a popular review site where you just review anything. Usually restaurants, but it can also be tech companies. It can be a sports bar. But it's so is that you can look at reviews or Amazon reviews. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Waking with Mark. What is more difficult for you to deal with? Language, food, gender differences, music, business practices. All of those. One cute one kind of was karibu means welcome in Swahili. She's my teacher, like for real. Guys, let us know if you want Swahili lessons. Comment Swahili class. If you want to learn more. I know we're new, so you may not want classes yet, but you might want to know more. But karibu is used for everything. To get into the car over there, to sit at the dinner table, to snack with her. It's used for everything, isn't it, huh?
Yeah. It could be just like when someone says you're welcome, we can say karibu as in thank you, as in you're welcome back. So there are like different ways that some Swahili words can be used, and it might not mean the same thing depending on the context, as I said. So that's just one word, and there are multiple other words that we use interchangeably depending on where I want to use it and how I'm using it, because each time it means something different. But you should also know, we have a thing here that says not all we call ourselves, we're African, but we call ourselves Swahili speakers, and we call some other people Swahili. I'll tell what that means sometime.
Okay. All right.
But we have a saying that not all karibu are karibu. So someone can tell you, I'll give example. You might be eating food and someone says, karibu. I don't mean you coming literally to eat my food, but I just say that to be polite. You want me to understand.
Yeah.
Karibu don't always
it's
mean
being
like
polite.
Yeah. So Karibu is also used to being polite, the same as pole. Those are like polite expressions that we use to
Nice.
every now and then.
So that was a tough one. That word asante is also one. Asante can also mean no.
Yeah.
They don't say no that often here because it's polite. It's a very polite society. So that's some differences, some things I'm learning as far as culture. Asante can mean no, like if someone's trying to sell you something. They'll say hapana in other contexts. Like, hun, what's just one very common context where hapana is okay to say? Hapana means no in Swahili.
So there are different contexts, but usually when you say hapana, it has to be followed by asante.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can use
That sounds
hapana,
right.
but you cannot just say hapana because it seems like you're being a little bit rude to the other person. So if
Yeah.
someone brings something right now, trying to sell maybe to us, because we even had a lady who was trying to do some business with us, and I had to like asante, hapana,
Oh
asante.
yeah.
You heard?
I didn't realize she was talking to us. I was sucked into my phone.
Yeah. So whenever you use a negative word, you have to make sure that you also use the polite expressions before or after you use that word. But
makes
people
sense.
can be sometimes, you know.
They can?
They can say hapana and they mean hapana, but these are like different situations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's some food. There's a lot of flavorful food here. Things do pull it,
Ooh.
pull it. Yeah, I'll show y'all the game.
There's actually people here in the island love a lot of soccer. This
They
is the
love
game.
soccer.
Yeah, a lot of teenage boys or youth. You'd find them playing every single evening at the beach, anywhere where they have opening or a space for them to play.
Nice. But yeah. Oh yeah. But food, one is everything does taste different because I was used to like the processed food and sugars, and I think we were talking about that earlier, of like America. And here, like the Coke tastes different. The chicken is smaller, tastes really good, but it's not like the biggest cup size in the
There are
world.
big chicken, but I,
I mean,
think
there are
those
big
are like
yeah.
processed ones. We should
Right.
quite don't use that often. We use the ones that they're even if they're processed, but at least they're processed here.
Yeah.
There are different shipments of chicken. Sometimes it'll be like, and whenever we find a big chicken, will be like maybe we're eating a bird, a different kind of bird, and well, chickens are bird, but we think we're eating something different because we're used to the smaller sized chickens that we have, except for
Yeah.
organic ones.
Yeah.
The organic chickens can actually
Yeah.
get quite big.
Yeah, they can. Is chapati bread?
Ah, no, it's not.
It's kind of it's a flat bread, looks like naan bread or pita bread, but it's not bread. So that's a funny food thing. I think I had to come to Africa to find also cake isn't bread.
Cake is cake.
Cake
Bread
is cake, bread is bread. Is that true? Is cake cake? Tell us in the comments when you watch this, or tell us in the live comments now. But yeah, chapati is not bread, but it's bread like because it is made with flour. Cake is made with flour. So yeah. Gender differences. This patriarchal society here in Africa, also especially here in Zanzibar, Tanzania. So it seems the men are expected to be the men, to be the leaders here.
Yeah.
I was getting a text, sorry. Men are expected to lead stuff here. Lead the family, lead business, lead prayer over the food, propose to like everything. Like anything else you want to shed light on with that, huh?
For us here, men are everything, and for us, we are we just, I mean, it's almost like the society decides for us to be women, to be, we're raised differently. Oh my God.
Well, sand all in my shoes. We out here in Africa, y'all. American boyfriend, Tanzanian girlfriend. I'm not going to overemphasize that or nothing, but like, that's where he slid right there, straight into home. Well, there's no home plate in football. That's baseball, if you remember, hon.
Yeah.
But yeah, the men expected to do what the men's to do. Go ahead.
They're
hon.
protectors, they're providers, they're everything actually. They're
I guess
sometimes
we
the
can lean on. Would they get mad at us?
No, they're sometimes the decision makers in some scenarios. So for us, a man is everything. Everything.
Yeah. What about the ladies, hon? The ladies serve. The ladies are. I mean, this is also a quiet community. You're not gonna see a lot of people raising their voices. I mean, it happens. We've been like at the bus stop and stuff while traveling through Tanzania, so we've seen like arguments and stuff. You'll see that, but these folks don't raise their voice all that much. They don't do that. Everything is about peace. Everything's about peace. It takes a lot to like start fighting and stuff like that. It takes a lot to start fighting. We'll move again. Hopefully you can still hear us because we're by the cars now. Hon, we could go further up there. Or do you? Oh, but I like being close.
Okay.
Well, no, do you need to sit down?
No.
You sure?
I'm trying to make sure they don't knock us with them.
Yeah. But those are some of the gender differences, but they're very family oriented. All right, the men and women get along, and they're very family oriented. Let's see, music. Oh yeah. What would you say? Music. Afrobeats is everywhere. That's Nigerian, but everyone is probably sampling from it by now. The praise and worship music, we're believers. The praise and worship music is especially beautiful. I hope you can still hear us. Here, we can get closer. What should people know about Swahili music?
Well, we're very musical because for us, everything, like every event, everything we have is musical. We have different just times that we just play the music. It's also a way of people expressing themselves, just like everywhere. But we love our bongo flavor music because the music from Tanzania is called bongo flavor.
Bongo flavor.
Bongo flava, actually, from the English word flavor. And that's the different genre of music that is specifically to Tanzania. And actually, to say the truth, Tanzanian, we're doing very good music-wise because our music is all over East Africa.
Yeah.
That's where you go to Kenya, you hear Tanzanian musician. You go to everywhere else, you hear Tanzanian musician. But we're mostly also, because we're very polite people, they love singing about love songs because they also love love.
You love love, especially.
We all do. Like, if you hear music, mostly it's all about love, but there's the music that they express different things. But mostly, if you hear the genre I just mentioned, it's all about love.
It's all about love.
Yeah, spread the love, share the love.
That's true. Yeah.
Love.
See, part of me doesn't really know because I'm not fluent in Swahili. I have conversational Swahili skills right now, so I don't know everything they're talking about. So I can't say everything about the music, but it's not a lot of auto tune, not a lot of overly produced stuff yet. So yeah, let's see, business practices. I'm growing in business, so I'm not doing business much right now, but you can do like a one person business type thing. You can still work from America or something like that online or something if you really want to. You do need a working permit or something like that if you're going to work here in Tanzania, Zanzibar. No digital nomad visa yet, nothing like that yet, but you can still do what you need to do in order to get by. Sorry, we're watching the game. So yeah, so anything else we want to talk about on this one?
Yeah, we have a question here, like, do Tanzanians know how much about American musician or artists? Yes, we do quite know a lot.
Who you know about?
Well, growing up, we've listened to a lot of American artists, like, from all types of genre, from pop, like, Beyonce,
Yeah.
Carrie Lowen. Who else is American? Justin Bieber.
Ludacris, because we've had a lot of house parties and things being here.
Ashanti.
Shanti, yeah. You love a lot of that. In fact, I think everyone does here. Well, in my limited experience, a lot of 90s R&B.
Yeah.
A lot of our 90s music when hip hop and R&B was like really blowing up.
Yeah, because I remember it's almost like it reminds me of my childhood, like early in the 90s, like mid 90s.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like waking up and because you know most of the radio channels they were playing this music, so you grow up and it's like nostalgia. It reminds you of back home, how we were learning the lyrics back in school because it was like some sort of a competition.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who can sing, you know, the lyrics better. And different other memories, like, you know, for people who did clubbing then, these were type of music that they mostly play in clubs with Afrobeat, because Afrobeat has taken over in the entire continent, and I think even in America, a lot of people listen to Afrobeat.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a mix of American music, you know, Afrobeats, and the music from here too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do quite know. Those are just few that I could think of, but I think I know more American musicians than any other.
Who's your favorite?
I used to love Beyonce before because I loved most of her songs. And sometimes I could do some of her songs really good. Rihanna, yeah. I love what is it's a mix of country and something. I don't know what's the name.
No, sorry. Those are some good ones.
Yeah, but those were like some of my favorite.
Yeah. I recognize people like
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Yes. Oh yeah, that's a funny one because you didn't know that she black.
No way, I didn't. There are some people. That's the other thing that I'm also like culturally I'm shocked. Because for us here, anybody white, anybody who looks a little bit Caucasian, is white.
Is white. That's
so
how it works in Africa.
If you try to explain to me someone like Mariah Carey is black, I'm like, no, you're lying.
No,
or someone like this guy who acted in Moana, what is his name? The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
I'm like, you're lying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've learned that, you know, people can still have a lighter complexion, but they're black.
Yes.
Because for us, black is you're gonna be this complexion.
Yes. Yes. So that's that. So I think we're losing daylight. So we're gonna go for now. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this. It lets YouTube know that Eve and Joe Experience is a hit. Okay, and we want to make more stuff. So it looks like the game is over. So we're gonna check on this car because we gotta get something to eat. So we'll see y'all on the next one. Okay, peace out.